So our next strategy is about following up our past clients and our past prospects. Like it says here, the fortune is in the follow-up. Now you'll notice this picture that I've got here on the screen is a crusty old card that's kind of been bashed around. It was sent to me from a friend from ages ago about following up and how sales occur and the statistics that are associated with it. So let's step it through. First of all, and this is where it starts to blow me away because this is an example of the 80-20 principle in its perfect glory. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Is that you? Do you do a quote and then assume the client's going to get back to you and never follow up? You're amongst the majority of the people who do it. So it's not such a bad thing, but it's leaving money on the table. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. Maybe you might give them a call and say, how's it going? Did you get the quote? What do you think? Or so forth. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts. Not many. Now remember, the title of this is The Fortune is in the Follow-Up. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Only 10%. You see, the thing is, when someone says no to a sale, it doesn't mean no, not ever. It might just mean no, just not now. But sometimes we forget that. What about sales and the timing of when they're actually made? 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Now, obviously, it depends on what size of sale you're dealing with here, but the bigger the sale, generally, the more contact points you're going to need. If you're going in to buy fish and chips, then you don't really need to be worried too much about having multiple contacts to get with that particular prospect in that business. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% are made on the third contact. How many times are you following up? Remember the statistics from above. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. Really still quite a very, very low number. But here's the thing that blew me away when I first saw it. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. My sales process has 12 steps in it to make sure that I'm having enough contact points with whoever it is I'm dealing with. So your contact point can be made up of a number of different ways. Apart from your initial contact to organise a meeting or have a call with them, you can let them know that you're on your way. You can send them a text message. You can follow them up the day after and say, hey, just want to say thanks. You can check that they've got the quote or the whatever that you've sent to them. Keeping in touch with them, having a regular series of touch points is where it's going to really start to boost your sales process. Good sales is boring. Having a solid sales process system in place is key. You're going to see an example of a sales process that I use as one of the tools you can download, and using all the scripting and the language that's parts of that as well. So another fantastic example of the 80-20 rule. Following up is absolutely key. Let's have a look at what impact that has on your bottom line by checking in with the case study. Our follow up again strategy, if we can increase our sales by 5% across the year just by following up only 5%, that results in an extra $15,000 in cash. Our cumulative total now is up to $75,500 in extra cash per year. What would you be doing with that amount of cash in your business?